How now, brown cow? We're live.
Welcome to the awards ceremony for Cloud Games 2024, where we are celebrating the 240 competitors we had all over the world this weekend in several different disciplines for skydiving. I'm Doug Barron, and this is my co-host, Doug Barron.
Thank you, Doug. First of all, we would like to start out by thanking our sponsor, PD, for the epic event medals. And also thank you to our judges who watched 604 RW videos,
Wow.
14 artistic videos, and 21 wingsuit files this weekend. That's a lot.
That's a lot of jumping.
And to say thanks to these judges, our FS chief judge is Mary Lou Laughlin, followed by Jim Reese, Dave Grabowski, Hao Ni, Chris Howard, Rena Gallo, and Lucy Mayer. And the artistic judges, chief judges Tamara Coyne, Bryce Witcher, and Sadeep Kodavati. And the wingsuit chief judge, Scott Callentine.
Thank you so much. We would also like to thank all of the Drop Zone meet directors. We couldn't do it without you, as you are our eyes and our ears at each location, acting as the point of contact. Also, thank you to Ian and Endevex for the software, which keeps getting better every year, no matter how many disciplines I ask him to add.
Oh, isn't that the truth, Doug?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is.
And we had a record-setting drop zones this year, 22, including Skydive Chicago, Chicagoland Skydiving Center, Des Moines Skydivers, Jumptown, Midwest Freefall, Skydive Alabama, Skydive Arizona, Skydive Burnaby, Skydive California, Skydive City Z Hills, Skydive Cross Keys, Skydive Cuautla, Skydive Danielson, Skydive Krutitsy, which, aren't they from Russia? They're in Russia.
Yeah.
All right.
Furthest away.
Yeah, Skydive Midwest, Skydive Orange, Skydive Panama City, Skydive Spaceland Houston, Skydive Spaceland San Marcos, Skydive Spaceland Clewiston, that's a pretty good turnout from Spaceland, Skydive Tecumseh, and Skydive The Ranch.
Our goal for the Cloud Games competition is to grow people's introduction to competitive skydiving. So it gives them the opportunity to put together pickup teams that will hopefully continue compelling them down the road of competitive skydiving.
Absolutely.
Also allows people to compete from the comfort of their home drop zone without having the costs of travel, and so hopefully getting more people into competing. They don't have to travel anywhere, they don't have to pay for hotels or flights. They
Absolutely.
get to use the drop zone they're comfortable with.
Yeah, that adds up.
It also gives drop zones the opportunity to host a competition without the costs of judging or a scoring system or any logistics involved in usually hosting a competition. It allows people to compete in early season to get a starting point for their team. So even those teams that are already established and planning on going to nationals, it's a great opportunity for them to get an early season measure of where they're at.
Absolutely.
And we did go from 19 different drop zones last year in 2 different countries to this year with, and 203 competitors last year, to 23 different drop zones this year in 4 different countries, and 240 competitors. So we had significant increase this year, and we're excited how the event gets bigger every year.
That's epic. That is just epic.
For a note regarding the scoring, we do have to put in a kind of a special measure for Cloud Games to account for weather. Since everybody is competing at different drop zones, some drop zones have different weather situations. So if you do notice, particularly on any FS scores, if you notice a decimal point, which isn't usually possible.
Should be.
It's for any rounds that are not completed due to weather. So they get their score up to that point, so their average up to that point, minus 10% is what they receive for the remaining rounds.
That's great.
Yeah, so for example, if their average score is 10, but they're missing 1 round, then for their last round, they'll get a 9. So there's a still advantage to finishing all of your rounds, but it doesn't bring somebody who is perhaps in first place down to last place just because of something beyond their control.
Right, and it makes people want to finish the hard rounds at the end too.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, let's get into the awards already. Okay, Doug, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, we're going to start with Wingsuit Performance. This is a new event for Cloud Games, and we were so excited to host it. And we had 3 teams this year. So, if you're wondering, a competition in Wingsuit Performance consists of 3 rounds in speed, 3 rounds in distance, and 3 rounds in time. Now, during the speed rounds, the pilot's goal is to fly as fast as possible. Duh. While they are in the competition window. And during distance rounds, the pilot's goal is to fly as far as possible in a horizontal line across the ground. And in their time rounds, the pilot's goal is to stay within that competition window for the longest amount of time. A position logging device, such as a fly sight, yes, is worn by the competitors to collect real-time data and GPS position. Now, the competitive window is 1,000 meters, and that would be let's just call that 3,281 feet, measured vertically.
Yes. And there were some challenges, particularly with wingsuit performance this year, with people competing at different drop zones. So we needed to know the meters that each drop zone started at, and kind of it gave people different opportunities to fly in different wind directions. Drop zones learned how to fly jump runs that were appropriate for wingsuit flyers.
That must have been very challenging to pull off.
It was a learning experience for everybody. But in third place for speed, so they get a task win, they get wins for each task, as well as there's an overall winner. So for speed, in third place for bronze, we had Tread Adventurously from Skydive Spaceland San Marcos. Julianne Grau got the fastest. Her fastest speed was 173.8 kilometers per hour.
That's pretty fast. Wow, that is really
faster than I can go.
All right, now in second place for speed, the silver medal goes to Team Mother Flocker from Drop Zone Skydive Spaceland San Marcos, and the competitor's name is Nick Lizop. Fastest speed of 215.1 kilometers per hour. Whoa.
That is quite the name he's got there, Mother Flocker. I like it. All right, and in first place for speed, we got Rorunda here at Skydive Chicago. It's Jesus Jimenez. We're very excited that he was able to participate. His fastest speed was 217.9 kilometers per hour.
Way to go, Jesus. That's pretty fast.
Nice work.
All right, and now we're moving into time for wingsuiters. In the third place bronze position would be Waruda, again from Skydive Chicago. Jesus Jimenez with a slowest time of 42.7 seconds.
And in second place for silver, we have Mother Flocker from Spaceland San Marcos. Nick Lizop with a slowest time of 57.2 seconds.
And for that first place, the gold medal for wingsuit time will go to Tread Adventurously from Skydive Spaceland San Marcos. Congratulations, Julianne Grau, with a slowest time of 57.9 seconds. Whoa.
That was a close one. 57.2 to 57.9.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
All right. Ooh. And for the last task medals was distance. So in third place was Raruda, again, from Skydive Chicago with Jesus Jimenez. He actually had a fly sight malfunction on his distance, so he didn't get a distance score.
Bummer.
And then unfortunately had a malfunction on his parachute and got away.
He did.
He was unable to finish all of his rounds.
An eventful jump for that man.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, second place for distance here is going to be Tread Adventurously from Skydive Spaceland San Marcos. Julianne Grau with a furthest distance of 2.2 kilometers.
Wow. That's why the drop zones need a different jump run. And then first place team for gold was Mother Flocker from Skydive Spaceland San Marcos. Nick Lizop with 2.6 kilometers of distance covered.
That's insane.
Nice job, Nick.
Yeah, nice job. Okay, moving on to our overall the overall winners for wingsuit. In third place overall, the bronze medal is going to go to Tread Adventurously from Skydive Spaceland San Marcos again. Julianne Grau, congratulations.
Nice job. Second place overall for silver was Raruda, Skydive Chicago, Jesus Jimenez. Congratulations, Jesus.
And first place overall gold medal goes to Mother Flocker again. Love that name. Skydive Spaceland San Marcos, Nick Lizop. Nice job.
All right, thank you so much for competing in wingsuiting. Now we're moving on to freestyle intermediate. So for the Cloud Games, we decided to switch to a compulsories only format, which means that the competitors do not do their free rounds because based on feedback we received, most artistic teams do not have their free rounds created this early in the season.
It is kind of early.
So this is an opportunity for them to practice their compulsory rounds and their skills and get them in front of judges so that way they can get scored and know how they're doing and how they can adjust their training further for the rest of the season. So there is, in artistic flying, there is freestyle and free flying. Freestyle, there is one performer, one videographer. Free flying is when there are 2 performers and 1 videographer. So we only offer freestyle for this
One-on-one.
One-on-one, exactly, yeah. So, and we have an intermediate division as well as an open division. So we did have competitors in the intermediate division this year, and that's what we're going to go over now.
Excellent. Excellent.
So in third place for bronze, we have Taquitos Voladores at Skydive Burnaby with his Alfonso Metz and Elizabeth Kramer for a total points of 6.8 points. Their point average was 1.7 per round. And we are showing round 1 with a score of 3.7 points. So their sequence they chose was belly carving with a barrel roll, followed by a front loop, followed by a half eagle.
That sounds fun, doesn't it?
Yes. They do get to choose for each round what order they would like to do their compulsory moves in. So
that's really cool.
And they have to submit that ahead of time to the judges.
Yeah, so they make sure that they're doing what they say they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. And for second place in freestyle intermediate, team name 2 versus 1 from Skydive Crew Titsi. And this features Dmitry Vorobev and Maria Osokina with a total points of 26.7 and a point average of 6.68. Way to go. And this is round 2 with a score of 7.6 points. And the sequence that they chose is the half eagle, belly carving with a barrel roll, and front loop. Gosh, doesn't this just sound like a fun event to do?
It does, yes. I'm also curious about their team name. Their team picture included a coach, and the coach maybe looked not so happy with the performer. So I'm interested if the 2 versus 1 is the coach and videographer versus the performer, but we may never know.
We may never know.
If you guys are watching, put in the comments, maybe we can get a little background story.
Yeah, we love the drama around here. We sure do.
All right, nice job, 2 versus 1. So in first place, gold, we have Girls Aloft from Skydive Arizona. The competitors were Kate Bunkers and Wendy Corbin with total points 27.5, and their average was 6.88 points per round. That's pretty high. Nice job, ladies.
Good job, girls.
We are showing round 3 with a score of 6.9 points, and the sequence was head down carve, flip through, followed by an angle.
Like a little dessert there at the end, huh? That's what they say, right?
Yep. So rounds 1 and 2 were based off one compulsory sequence that's usually done in round 2 of a traditional competition.
Okay.
And then rounds 3 and 4 are a copy of what you would traditionally do for round 5. So,
thanks for explaining that, Doug.
Yeah. You're welcome, Doug.
This Doug wasn't very aware of that, so yeah, thanks for educating everybody.
You're welcome.
What do you say we move on to the FS events, huh? Ooh. Yeah, we had a lot of teams this year.
Those are my favorite.
Yes, that's a lot. So we're going to start out with three-way rookie. And three-way rookie, isn't this the coolest event? It allows 3 people to compete and have a videographer, which makes it accessible to Cessna drop zones who can only fit 4 in a plane. And it's really geared towards more beginners, sort of like the SDC Rookie Fest that goes on every year here.
Did you know that we're the ones, SDC Rhythm, that designed this dive pool?
I did know that. Yeah, because I designed it too.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Doug. We appreciate your contribution.
Yeah, I appreciate your contribution too, Doug. So let's talk about third place here in FS Rookie. Team name Flying Squirrels from Drop Zone Skydive City Z Hills. The competitors are Ariana Van Voorhees, Carissa McCollum, Sean Askew, Taylor Trotto, with a total points of 28 and a point average of 5.6. Right now we're going to show you round 5 with a score of 7 points. That's their second highest round. And this is Star Pod Star. And we'd like to also give a shout out to the 4th place team from Skydive Alabama. Has my favorite team name here, Semi-Holus D-Bags. They actually tied for 3rd place here with the amount of points, but because they had a lower highest scoring round, they ended up in 4th place. But huge shout out to you guys.
Nice job. All right, in second place, we have Spaceland Salsa with Spaceland Houston with Brian Pellegrin, Caleb Massey, Greg Armstrong, and Phil Estes. They had 39 total points and an average of 7.8.
Right on.
We are showing round 1 with a score of 12 points, which was their highest scoring round.
That's pretty good.
The draw for that one was open, open, open round.
Right on. All right. I guess we'll move on to gold then here, yeah? No, not moving on to gold. Okay,
All right.
So moving on to gold here. Let's do first place in rookie FS here. Team name Door Blockers. I wonder if that has a secret meaning to that.
Right.
Out of Z Hill, Skydive City. Competitor names Gregory Stacy, Jason King, John Bruce, and Reed Hansen with a total points of 53. Nice work. Point average of 10.6. And we are showing you round 4 with a score of 14 points. This is their second highest round. The draw would be open, compressed, star.
All right. Door Blockers, that's a really strong score for a rookie team.
It really is.
Nice work,
It
guys.
really is. Moving up next year, guys. Moving on up.
We are thinking about doing, we've had a request from a couple of drop zones to actually add a more difficult 3-way FS dive pool, so that way even experienced flyers at Cessna drop zones can participate. So
Like a
we're looking
3-way
at that for
open?
next year.
Like a 3-way rookie and a 3-way.
Yeah, through a rookie,
Not
3-way
rookie?
advanced. Yeah,
I love
something
that.
along those lines.
Let's
We'll
make
see how it goes.
Yeah.
But we're going to move on to 4-way FS beginner. So we had 10 teams competing, which is a huge category.
Amazing.
There were 9 that completed this weekend, and then we have one team that's actually going to be doing the dives a couple weekends from now because one of their members is deployed. So they asked really far in advance. We're going to score them later. But yeah, so FS beginner, we have 4 people who are performers, 1 camera flyer, and they have to create different formations in the sky. So in third place, we have bronze. Peanut Butter Belly Time from Skydive Burnaby. The competitors are Alex Magmedov, Lana Starchuk, Paul Gemmel, Roman Turetsky, Victoria Zotova. They had 36 total points with an average of 3.6.
Nice.
And we are showing round 9 with a score of 6 points. So the draw was 07, which is satellite, side buddies, side buddies.
You know, I really love that name. That's a great name.
Your side buddies?
No, Peanut Butter Belly Time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it makes me hungry.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, you want to get some food after this,
Yeah,
Doug?
yeah, we should do that.
Yeah. So let's move into second place for the silver medal here in FS Beginner 4-way. Team name, Toxic Intrusive Thoughts. Love that name, you guys. Skydive Spaceland San Marcos with Anna Lee Thompson, Giuliano DeBride, Kyle Rugo, Lei Jiang, and Natalia Radford with total points of 51. Point average of 5.1, and we are showing you round 7 with a score of 8 points. This draw is QD4, Phalanx, Yuan, Monopod, Monopod. That one sounds a little bit challenging there. Yeah, they did a great job on that. They
Nice
really
work.
did.
Intrusive Thoughts.
Yeah, I love that name.
Yeah,
I feel like we could make a team name like that.
we
yeah.
could. Yes. Yeah. In first place for gold was CSC Singularity, Chicagoland Skydiving Center, with competitors Abby Smat, Eric Sweet, Gus Bidenbender, Hemath Gucci, Herman Lopez. They got a total points of 53.9, so that point in there means that they had 1 weather round.
Yeah.
And their average was 5.39 per round. So we're showing round 4 with a score of 7 points. The draw was 9B, which is cat and compressed, stair step diamond.
Excellent, you guys. That's a nice score.
I almost feel like I'm starting a rap when I say that. Cat and compressed.
Cat and compressed. Yes.
Diamond stair step. All right,
Yeah, that sounds good.
we'll work on it
We'll bring that to you next year.
next year. Actually, there was a team that submitted a rap.
Oh,
But
yeah,
we-
from Cross Keys.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah, that made me laugh.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
definitely need to work on a
Yeah,
rap.
yeah,
but-
we got to get better at that. They
Moving on.
Smoked us.
Yep. All right, so for 4-way FS Intermediate, we had 6 teams, which is also a large showing. So Third place for bronze, we had Kit Atil Us War Ashes Locos.
That's a name.
It is a name,
That's
yeah.
a name.
I mean, the last word is locos, which this is from Skydive Cuautla in Mexico, so maybe locos is something to do with the first random words in the name, but I'm not sure. So competitor names are Ariel Mireles Flores, Francisco Nieto y Torres, Gonzalo Espinoza Rivera, Luis Gustavo Garcia Rojas Reynoso, and Zunun Mexiac Castilla.
Doug, you just killed those names. That was so
I
good.
tried. That
I'm
was
so
hard.
proud of you, Doug.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had 38 total points, an average of 3.8, and we showed round 9 with a score of 6 points.
That's great. That is great. So moving on to second place for the silver medal, Danks Dingleberries from Skydive Midwest. Those guys up there. This is Crystal Prom, Dan Kaiser, Jonathan Kajewski, Jonathan Rodella, and Katie Healy. Total points 54, point average 5.4, and we're showing you round 1 with a score of 9, their best round. The draw is BJD1, Stair Step Diamond, Donut, Yuan, and Molar. Okay, when I saw this name, Danks Dingleberries, I was wondering, is it because they belong to Dank or because they are Dank? Can we find out? Yeah, it could be either way.
Well, I believe it was Danks with apostrophe, so I think they belong to Dank.
Ooh, Dank, you better get that looked out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry,
congratulations, guys.
In first place, we had 4 action from Spaceland, Florida, Clewiston. The competitors were Anatoly Yantsevich, Felipe Guistina, Jacob Perryman, Joe Viana, and Marcella Ray. They had 87 total points. Their average was 8.7. So we're showing round 4 with a score of 11 points, which was their best round. Their draw was 21M13, which is Zigzag Marquee, Star, Accordions.
Excellent.
I was expecting another stair step there, but it's Star.
Yes, you were wrapping that.
Yep.
11 points. That's excellent. That is excellent. Nice job, you guys. Looking good. Next, we're going to move on to 4-Way FS Advanced. There was only one team here, so they got gold, of course. Woo! Congrats! So team name, 5 guys, 3 names. This would be Brian, Kyle, and Flavio. From Midwest Freefall, Brian Sheehan, Brian Schroeder, Flavio DaCosta, Kyle Reed, and Kyle Schroeder. We love your name, guys. Total points, 49, with a point average of 4.9, and this is round 2 with a score of 8 points, their highest round. Draw is B1417, which is Stair Step Diamond, Bipole, and Danish T. Murphy.
They really went out on a limb there with their names.
Yeah, you just got to
5
keep
guys,
it simple.
3 names.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
At least they won't get confused with a different team.
Not at all. All right, so we're moving into the vertical formation skydiving part of the competition here in 4-Way VFS. So a little bit about 4-Way VFS. It's vertical formation skydiving, and it's made up of 4 performers and 1 videographer. They have 35 seconds of working time in free fall, just like regular FS, to complete as many, no, actually, am I wrong about that?
35 seconds?
No, I'm right about 35
You
seconds.
are.
Yeah, as many vertical formations as possible. And for 10 rounds for open, advanced, and then 6 rounds for intermediate. And the teams will exit at 13,000 feet. They need that extra altitude because they're going a little bit faster. And they are given a different specific sequence of formations, and they're required to fall with their head or feet towards the earth. So they're free flying. And it's not the typical belly to earth position that you would see in FS. So yeah.
So it's like what we do, but vertical.
It is like what we do, but vertical. Yeah, it's like when we go unstable. But we never go. We don't go unstable. No. Never. Yeah. So anyway, it's just like FS. It's just like what we do. But the teams complete the most formation in the given time, and the most wins.
We do like winning. All right, first place, we have Hi Davis from Skydive, Alabama. This is for VFS Intermediate. We have Cheris Martin, Chris Martin, Dana Bjorn, Elias Hummel, and Palmer Collette. They were just at Skydive Chicago together.
They were just here, weren't they?
So they have a total of 10 points. Their average is 1.67. And we are showing round 4 with a score of 4 points. Their draw was 22-8, which is core buddies, buddies.
Lots of buddies in there.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's buddies.
I mean, they're
in that
buddies.
one. They're buddies.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And isn't the thing with intermediate that it's all head down?
It's all
they
head
only
down.
have to fly head
Correct.
down in that
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Which sounds like it'd be harder, but it's not.
Yeah.
At least that's what
Sit
J.
flying,
Ross says.
Yeah. Sit flying is hard to be good at.
It really is. And that's what changes here between intermediate and four-way VFS Advanced. So in VFS Advanced, they have now incorporated head-up points in that. So it's 10 rounds, not 6 like in intermediate. And this year we had 2 teams competing. So for second place, the silver medal, team Why Not? From Skydive Chicago. We've got Ben Rolfe, Brian Benner, Sean Hutto, Cheryl Benner, and Stephanie Strange with 29 total points and a point average of 2.9. We're showing you their round 9 with a score of 6 points. This draw is 8-12, buddies and pinwheels. Yeah, these guys have been doing VFS for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know that they've all jumped together in that specific order though, right?
No, I don't think so. I think just the Benners, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Steph Strange was on video.
Yep.
Coaching him. It was
Excellent.
cool.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
Way to challenge yourselves, guys. All right, in first place for gold, we got Smash and Grab from Skydive Arizona with Colby Groom, Christian Arula, Julius Haben, Sam Thayer, Tyler Freegard. They had 34.1 total points, so there was some weather in there somewhere, and with an average of 3.41. So we are showing round 1 with a score of 5 points, which was a draw AQ21, cross, mixed wave, top spots.
Yeah, they've been training hard, these guys.
I want to know what top spots looks like. We should have a dive pool.
We should.
Point
We
on
really
top
should.
spots.
We really should. So let's move on into four-way VFS Open. We had 2 teams this year. And in second place for the silver medal, Carly's Angels. What a cute play on the name there, huh? From Skydive Arizona. They consisted of Andy Locke, Carly Locke, Frank Eloff, Jake Lane, and J. Russ Russell, with a total points of 2. I think that's because they only completed 3 rounds, huh?
They
had
did
some,
only
something went on.
Somebody had to leave.
But we're showing you round 2 here with 2 points, and the draw was 20 EK9. Focus buddies, wave, anchor, and shorties.
Nice work, guys. Thank you for participating. In first place, we had Arizona Anthem, who've been training together for a while.
Ages.
We're at Skydive Arizona with Chazzy Roots, John Blackburn, Joshua Sadler, Seth Studer, and Youngsup Lee. They have 136 points for an average of 13.6.
Dang, guys. Wow.
We are showing round 5 with a score of 22 points. The draw was 8-12-2, which is buddies, pinwheels, and claws.
Awesome. Yeah, these guys are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to Worlds this year.
Team America.
So it's a good little warm up for them.
Yeah, it's always nice to be judged.
Yeah.
Sure is. All right, so let's move into the next event, MFS, Mixed Formation Skydiving. So in MFS, it's mixed here. So we've got belly, back, head up, head down. It consists of 2 performers and 1 videographer, and they have 35 seconds of free fall to complete as many mixed formations as possible, including in any orientation. So you could be going to all 4 orientations in any one skydive. It's pretty exciting. So for 10 rounds, teams exit at 13,000 feet above the ground, and they're given a different specific sequence of formations to complete in each jump. And then, of course, just like any other FS event, the team to complete the most formations in the given time over the rounds wins. So let's start with 2-way intermediate. This is a test event at Nationals and it's just consisting of 6 jumps made up of all belly and back and sit, and no head down flyers needed. And guess what, Doug? We had 7 teams this year.
7 teams.
Yes,
That is
huge turnout.
huge. That is
yes.
a record.
Yes, that really is.
I think changing it, so there's no head down flyer required, seemed to make a big difference. And that's a relatively new. So it is an intermediate test event at Nationals this year, so come on out. In third place, we have First Froth from Skydive Chicago, which was Georgia Jean, Matt Drew, and Meet Daddy Fenner.
Meet Daddy.
With 17 total points. The average was 2.83. We are going to be showing round 1 with a score of 4 points. The draw was 5, 10, head up augers, and flat stair step.
Yeah. Nice work, you guys. Are we moving on to silver here? Okay, now in second place in intermediate FS, team name SDO Roomies from Skydive Orange, Anya Wallace, Blake Long, and Marco Pilipic, with a total points of 41, and their point average was 6.83. We're showing you round 6 with a score of 11 points. That's pretty high. That's pretty high in MFS there. The draw is GQ10, T squared, mixed cat, and flat stair step. So these guys have been training for a little while, but not as the team was arranged at Cloud Games. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the camera flyer Anya had been training with one of the inside people.
Oh,
yeah. So they kind of switched it up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, they killed it. Good job, guys. Mm-hmm.
All right, and in first place for gold, we have Trainwrecks, made up of some of my teammates. For Skydive Chicago, we have Chris Webb, Fancy Steve Lofek,
Fancy,
and Lindsay Fenner. So
I know her.
They got 400.
We got 400 points, almost.
I mean, they're my teammates. I was just trying to throw them.
Yeah.
With a total of 46 points, the average was 7.67. We are showing round 5 with a score of 13 points. The draw was MJ7, which is a cat, head up star, and periscopes.
Yeah, I heard a rumor these guys were going to be doing nationals as well.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I just started that rumor.
It's after 4-way FS, so
yeah, why not?
It works for me.
Yeah, so now let's move into 2-way MFS Advanced. We had 5 teams this year, which is awesome. So the difference between intermediate and advanced is that advanced is 10 rounds, and all rounds are mixed, and it requires that both flyers can fly head down. So you are going to find belly, back, head up, head down, potentially all in the same jump. So it is exciting, and it's very challenging and hilarious. Third place, bronze medal, vertical-ish, from Skydive Panama City, Davis Hall, Heather Pinsky, and James Goring, with 38 total points, a point average of 3.8, and we're showing you round 2 with a score of 6, their highest scoring round. The draw was 6M5, gears, cat, head up augers.
How did you do that earlier? You went, awesome.
Awesome. I don't remember. No, but they're awesome.
Yeah. All right, nice job, vertical-ish. I got to practice my head down.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, then you could join.
Maybe we can make another
Keith,
rhythm team.
Yeah,
you and the opposite rhythm team.
Doug and Doug.
Okay, Doug and Doug. MFS 2024. For second place, we have Shakedown Street from Skydive Alabama, which was Cheris Martin, Chris Martin, and Dana Bjorn. They had 39 total points. The average was 3.9, and we are showing round 9 with a score of 5, which was their highest scoring round. The draw was PCJ 10.
That's a heck of a draw.
It is, yeah. So
that looks kind of hard.
Yep. There's a head up half rebel, vertical compressed, head up star, and flat stair step.
Yeah, nice job, you guys. So they actually competed last year at Cloud Games. They're repeat Cloud Games competitors.
That's what I thought I saw their names.
I think they won intermediate last year, and this is their first showing in advance. So perfect. Good job, you guys.
Nice work.
Yeah, and now first place gold medal MFS Advanced team, Boys and Bird from Skydive the Ranch, with Kate Allington, McDean, and Leland Bendel, who was subbed by Vinny Rodriguez at some point, with 42 total points and a 4.2 point average, and we're showing you round 1 with a score of 7 points. The draw would be 11 GQ, Mova Mova, T Square, and Mixed Cat. So these guys have been competing for a little while, and they actually stood on the podium last year at Nationals. But they've had a bit of a lineup change, and now the camera girl is on the inside. So good flying, you guys. We're proud of you.
Yeah. Nice work. All right, we're going to move on to two-way MFS Open, where we had 3 teams competing. So now for MFS Open, all rounds are mixed, and there are now 10 rounds as well. So a note about MFS Open, we are hosting an MFS World Meet at Crystal Coast Skydiving in Beaufort, North Carolina.
Right on.
October 9th to 11th. So it is open to anyone who wants to jump the open MFS dive
So
pool.
it's like a test event.
It's basically it's an exhibition event alongside like top athletes from around the world. So anyone who's interested should come check it out.
Yeah. Hope people turn out for that.
Yeah. And so for third place for MFS Open was Unwarranted Confidence from Midwest Free Fall with Nader Hamoud, Ryan Hanold, and Timothy Bowman. They have 91 total points with an average of 9.1. We are showing round 3 with a score of 13 points, which was their second highest scoring round. And their draw was GQ7, which is T-square mixed cap periscopes.
Yeah, these guys are second-year competitors now. They started last year. They actually won advanced at Nationals last year, and this is their first year in Open. So they have been training hard, and they're looking good here.
And as I understand it, there are new points in the open dive pool that have had some teams restructuring the way that they jump them. Is that
actually lots of new points?
Did you hear anything about that?
Yeah, it's been going around the campfire.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of new points. A lot of changes to the MFS dive pool this year.
Cool.
So in second place, silver medal, SDC Matrix, Skydive Chicago with Joey Baker, you Joey, Lindsay Fenner, and Nick Nash with total points of 115, point average of 11.5, and this would be round 5 with a score of 16 points. That is the highest scoring round for Matrix with a draw of AB2. That would be Mind Warp, Double Spock, and Head Down Star 360. Yeah, these guys are around the drop zone a lot.
They are, yes. I believe that they have something to do with the number of MFS teams that competed this year at Cloud Games.
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah, they've been harassing everybody.
Lindsay was harassing everybody, including my teammates, to get them on there.
Yep.
All right, so for first place, we have Flight Shop from Skydive Arizona with Andy Macchiotti, Jason Peters, and Taylor Buffington. They had 156 total points with an average of 15.6. We are showing round 7 where they scored a whopping 22 points.
That's insane.
And the draw was 5-11. So head up augers, Mova.
Yeah, and it looks like Andy is just doing 360s the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine he was pretty dizzy at the end there.
That I would get dizzy for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they are the GOATs, aren't they? Yeah, the founders of this.
Yeah, they did found it.
Yeah, they kind of made up MFS, didn't they? Yeah. Good job, guys. Thanks for participating.
All right, and now on to last but not least, we have 10-way speed. So in 10-way FS, 10-way speed, each person on a team has to exit individually as fast as they can, and the team builds their formation in the least amount of time possible. So each jump is usually made from 11,000 feet, but for Cloud Games, it can be made above that. And so they have 6 different rounds, and they have a different formation every round, but now a star is, per the rules, going to be in the draw somewhere. And the team with the lowest cumulative score wins. So basically they just jump out, disconnected, try to connect together as fast as they can in a different formation every time.
Like Point Break.
Like Point Break.
Yeah,
exactly.
just like Point Break.
Yes. There used to be a championship belt that was made by Skydive Midwest, but they didn't participate this year, so we're not sure if we need to go and raid Skydive Midwest or they're going to give it up nicely.
I know. I think we might have to go up there and get it.
Reconnaissance mission? Yeah.
Doug's are coming.
We can arrange that.
All right, so we had 3 teams this year in 10-way speed. Third place with the bronze medal here, Concussion Connoisseurs with a K, CK. For Skydive Cross Keys, get it? Team name, or competitor names, Adelis Tavares, Brandy Boyle, Jack Yadush, James Schreckenbach, Jenna Klossing, Michael Alecci, Nicholas Lorch, Nicholas Lehman, and then subbed out for Christian Pazou, Sam Molines, Victoria Mikhaliuk, William Liss. Sorry if I mispronounced your names. 210 seconds total with a total average time of 35 seconds. We're showing you their round 4, which was a 2 called Tom's Texas, which they did not complete.
But they were close.
Super close.
Yeah. Nice job on those names, Doug.
Thank you. Thank you. I've been practicing.
All right, we're going to move right on to second place for silver was SDD Motorboaters from
Yes.
Skydive Danielson. This was a very close match between second and first place. But the competitors for Skydive Danielson were Alex Teskey, Amanda Lyle, Eva Charmard, Harrison Frost, Ivy Yang, Jeremy Allen, Katie White, Laurel Pemoller, Nathaniel Bajakian, Nick Lobianco, which then was subbed out by Andy Marco, and Sherry Wang. So their total time was 205 seconds, with their average being 34.16 seconds. So we are showing round 2, where the draw was a 1, which means they had to complete a compressed donut. So they did not complete it in time, but it was very, very
So
close.
close.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so close. Like, how can you even?
And it was impressive flying overall.
Yeah. 0.84 of a second away from it. Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, first place, gold. Our hometown heroes, the world famous SDC Lawn Darts, third year competing here out of Skydive Chicago. Blair Nessie, Chris Walker, Cody Geip, Colton Schilling, Graham Morgan, Jeff Alexander, Jeffrey Fries, Lauren Hadley, Matt Sarant, Nicole Richards, and Roy Mekalekahai Mekahainiho. Sorry, Roy.
That was very close.
It was close. I'm just, I got a frog in my throat there. 204.3 seconds with a time average of 34.05 seconds. We're showing you round 6 with a time of 31.07 seconds. And this is an 8, a star. Doug, would you like to explain how close they were to the other team?
They were very close.
Super close.
Very close.
Okay.
Yes.
I guess
Yes. So Team SDC Lawn Darts completed 2 formations within the correct time frame.
That's what it was.
Whereas Skydive Danielson completed 1 within the correct time frame, but theirs was very fast. Their star was very fast. Skydive Danielson, so they were just so close to to Skydive Lawn or SDC Lawn Darts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's it for
But
the
not fast enough.
Not fast enough.
Close.
Next time.
Next time.
Or not.
Yeah.
That's it for the awards. Next.
All right, yeah, so we're going to wrap up the awards here. All we got is left are a couple quick announcements like Nationals 2024. So Canopy Piloting is at Skydive Paraclete XP, August 29th to September 4th. All other events will be held at Skydive Chicago, September 8th to the 26th. So this includes wingsuit, both acrobatic and performance, 4-way FS, 8-way FS, 16-way FS, 10-way FS, speed, artistic freestyle, artistic free flying, VFS, MFS, accuracy, canopy formation.
All the things.
All the things. So to sign up or see more details, go to 2024nationals.com.
And next up, almost immediately after Nationals, is Worlds of 2024, the FAI World Skydiving Championships 2024 for formation skydiving, artistic, wingsuit, and speed is going to be held in Beaufort, North Carolina, and that is organized by Skydive Chicago and Skydive Paraclete XP at Crystal Coast Skydiving. Oh, the views there. They're so pretty.
Beautiful location.
Yeah, can't wait till you guys see it. October 4th through October 12th. 2024. And if you'd like more information about that, go to 2024WSC.com. And as Doug mentioned earlier, in conjunction with that is a test event, the MFS World Meet Expedition. Expedition?
Yeah, no. Expedition, yeah.
Exhibition.
That's
the
you're
word
right,
I'm looking
right,
for. And it's
right,
open to
right.
anyone who wants to fly the Open MFS Dive Pool. And that will be October 9th through the 12th, 2024.
In between those two, Nationals and Worlds, is Rookie Fest and we're going to have the International Skydiving Hall of Fame.
Oh my gosh, it's so
come
busy
to
around
Skydive
here.
Chicago.
There's so much going on.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun year. It's already been a fun year. All right, so that's about it. We'd like to thank everybody who competed, the Drop Zones for hosting, the meet directors for coordinating and being the eyes and ears, the judges for judging and providing great feedback to competitors, one of the advantages to cloud games, Ian and Endeavix for the software and IT support, and PD for helping us out with the really sweet medals. Medals have been mailed only to 9 Drop Zones because then the post office kicked me out because I ran out of time. So the rest of them will be mailed tomorrow morning when the post office opens. But see you guys next year, June 13th to 15th, 2025. Stay classy, world.
Thanks for stopping by, world.
But stay classy.
But thank you for stopping by.
Stay classy.
Thanks for stopping by.